As you know, we have a lot of stuff to talk about. We are going to start with the trade review. Let's start with the first trade. Let's get straight into it. This is the overall time frame. I know my charts look a little bit different to y'all. It's because I started marking off the weeks. So this is Monday and this is all the way to next Monday. And we're going to start off with the higher time frame. I'm going to do a real breakdown analysis with you guys just because I haven't seen y'all in a long time. So let's get into it. As we see, it broke these 4-hour old highs. It made the new 4-hour high right here. I already had a note. No, I like for a sell, but overall trend is bullish. Might be a pullback. So I don't know what I was talking about right there. That's probably was like right here at the end of this. I need to start putting timestamps on my notes so I know what time in the market I said this. But it broke these 4-hour highs, so that already let me know I was in a buy. So boom, at Tuesday, February 8th, I entered a trade. It should have been a buy because look at all these highs it broke. I should have entered in a buyout. And I did. The confluence I got for today is the 2800 level right here is the 2800 level. And it did a double bottom on it. On top of that, that gives me a bullish price action indication that the price is about to go up because it exhausted going down. It couldn't get past 2700. Made a double bottom. I like whole numbers. It gives me another confluence to get in. That's why I got this marked off. Boom. It passed this 2800. I liked it. On top of that, it's a double bottom. Then it's a bullish trend. And then it made the low of the week. I'm assuming because if we're talking about candlesticks, this is trying to make the low of the week, the high of the week, the open and the close. I was assuming on Tuesday that this was trying to make, this was the low of the week and it was going to go higher for the rest of the week. Probably I thought it was going to do, this, keep going higher for the rest of the week. That's probably what I thought, but it didn't do that. That was just an assumption I had that obviously was wrong. So boom, that got me in though. I'm in. As soon as it passes this, I'm gonna go down. Let's let y'all know what it is. Oh, on top of this, it broke this trend line too. That gave me another confirmation. I like trend line breaks. It came up. This was what I was here for. I just tagged 3%. It was down here because this was like the most recent low right here. And I tagged 3%. Why I didn't stay in? I don't know why I didn't stay in. Was I in another trade on Tuesday? Yes, I was. I was also in a gold trade on Tuesday. That probably went -1. Now, as soon as it went in here, I probably did a stop loss right at break even. So yeah, that's probably why I took 3% and didn't think price was moving that day. So yeah, I took my 3% and I got the fuck out of there. That was a plus 3%. I'm happy about this trade. As you can see, this is why we're going to talk about Trump later on. So stay tuned later in the video. We're going to talk about this crazy. Look at this candle. Let's see how low that candle goes. Look, this is barely even a 5-minute candle. Obviously, some news broke on GBP, NZD. Is this even a 1-minute candle or is it even a, look at that? That's not even a one. Look, this is a whole 1-minute candle. This shit moved 300 pips in 1 minute. Yeah, trading is sometimes crazy, y'all. But yeah, let's keep going. Boom. Let me tell you why I got in this gold trade. I ain't even really explained it all the way. I was slapping gold this week. Slapping it. Boom. Confluence. The higher time frames is moving. As we see, lower high, lower high. So I feel comfortable for a sell. Boom, I did a sell at this important level right here, as we see. and it was going good at first. Let me see. Let's go down. Was I aiming for 5%? Could I aim? Look, I think I was being greedy. I wanted gold to move 5% and it didn't. So I just ended up getting stopping out. It broke even. So I think I was just personally being a little greedy on this trade, but ended up saving my tail anyway. This was looking like it already was making like a triple bearish sign right here. If you guys don't see it, that's why pattern recognition is so important in trading. So yeah, that was already making, and I got right back into it. I was going into Wednesday, and I love this trade. It broke this little downtrend it got going. We know why I was doing a buy. It broke all these highs. It broke a 4-hour high. This was the new 4-hour high around that time. It broke that 4-hour high right there. And I was off to the races. That was all I needed to get in. On top of that, that was the opening weekly price. That gave me another confluence. But it broke the 4-hour high price action. It broke this trend line and the Trump news. Trump news is going crazy. Trump is saying that everything. He's putting tariffs on shit. People is really not believing in Trump policies anymore. And the stock market is being very sensitive to everything he says. So gold, as gold being a safe reserve, it's turning up. Everybody want to buy. So as we know that also got me in. This was a 5%. Let's see the price action. As we see, it broke. I was confident I actually probably already felt that I missed it right here. That's why I was so eager to enter. On top of that, that was all I needed. It was staying really close to this line right here. And yeah, enter high, and it kind of got straight there. That's one thing about when if you're right, it kind of gets straight to the point. Look how fast it was moving. This is 30-minute candles. I was very strong in staying in this, and I rocked it all the way out. This is a +5. Boom. I was good with that, and I left. Boom. CHF was the next day. What did I say? Broke areas. I love that it broke all of this consolidation area. Boom, it made a lower high for the week. Also, this was a Thursday. It broke all of this consolidation area. Boom, it made a lower high for the week. Also, this was a Thursday. Price sitting at 173. I like that it was sitting right here. And the price action, higher highs. Look, it set at 173, and also it gave us a lower high at 173. This is I don't know why that just came. This is a higher high. This is a lower high, higher high. This is a lower high. It never went up under here, so that makes that a lower high. And that gave me all the confirmation to get into a buy. Boom, on this 173. And it went crazy. It went to 5%. I got out. I was comfortable getting that out at 174. I like to get out at whole numbers. It makes me feel like the institution is getting out at whole numbers. And they definitely distribute at certain numbers. So I kind of like, it gives me extra confirmation. So I'm definitely like doing it like this. And also I like seeing where the candle is going within the week. So, and also we broke all these highs. It gave me an extra confirmation. I was really happy in this trade. It was a 10, so let me go on gold, tell y'all what I was doing. Also, I've been buying all week on gold. I've been buying all week on gold. I mean, the last 2 days, of course, but it was obviously in buys. Trump was saying a lot of things, which we're going to get to later, so stay tuned in the video. But this is Thursday. My confluence was trend. It was already buying. I was so comfortable with buying. I'm going to do the the overall time frame. I'll point it out to you again. This is a higher high. This is a lower high. This is a higher high. This right here is a lower high. And that's where price starts stalling. And I feel like it's a perfect time for me to get in, especially around time. This is 8, 9. I probably got in around like 9:30, 9:45, late 10, right after 9:30. I've been kind of seeing what the market has been doing past 9:30. As you see, a lot of my confluence hasn't been timed. It's been a lot of news and a lot of trends, just straight price action. So I've been staying clean and also been looking at certain levels in the market, whole numbers and half numbers. It broke this high, was extra good to me. So I did the trend price breaking daily high. It was a daily high where, boom, look at that daily high right there. Oh yeah, price breaking daily high. This is a daily high. Gave me even more confirmation. I love when it breaks higher time frame highs and lows. That gives me extra confirmation to get in. Boom. In the Trump news, of course, Trump been saying crazy stuff, and gold been seeming like a safe haven. So I got in. That's another five around the same time. My next segment of the problems I've been having trading with my funded account. I've been getting my risk calculation wrong. So I just been looking at uh ChatGPT, seeing what it can do for me about position size, formula. I just honestly, I've been trying to use these websites like Baby Pips, XX Streets to like put in my position size, but honestly, it been wrong. So it been really imperative and really important for me to get my position size right. Cause I've been making trades that made 3%, but I put the wrong position size in, so it's not showing that in the P&L. So I've been definitely focused on just using ChatGPT and asking them my position size, and that been looking like more better for me. So I'll keep y'all updated on me getting tight with the position size. I wasn't thinking about that when I was just trading and not caring about the position size. I was caring about what I was seeing in the markets. So I'm just running into that. But yeah, trading been good. And I also wanted to talk about what Trump been saying in the times and the statements. He literally said, be cool, everything is going to work out. Well, the US will be bigger and better than ever before. This is a great time to buy. So Trump is saying all this down selling in the market will go to US 30, and just let y'all see. Yeah, like the US 30 dropped over 7,000 points. This is over 17% from its original high. This shit been going crazy, but he's telling us this is a time to buy. This is all stocks is on sale, and I believe it. I've definitely invested in a Trump coin, and I definitely see that shit going in 3 years, probably get into some of the most highs just because he's the president. And this will show that each president after now is going to turn into a coin or like turn into some type of stock. And then he said April 9th, later that day, Trump announced 90-day pause on near all tariffs, leading the market rally. The S&P 500 closed 9.5%, recovering approximately 4 trillion in value lost. So, you know what he's saying is definitely affecting the market, man. You know, he's the whole president now. Trump defended his tariff strategy, stating that the trade war is doing really well despite China's tariff and rising fears of US recession. Other countries is feeling it. And this shit is just crazy. Trump criticized the Federal Reserve interest rate policies, asserting the rates are too high and hinder economic activity. And he pledged to combat the inflation to enable lower borrowing costs. Yeah, that nigga Trump. This is our president, you know. 7,000, 17% from the high. We just recovered from COVID. But I think he has a long-term plan, and he's teaming up with Elon, and we know Elon is an amazing person. So I'm kind of excited to see where we're going to see why he did all of these weird things in the market and what is going on right now. It's already recovered, really. It went from 30, it went all the way down to 36,000. It was at 45 and went to 36,000. That shit was like what, 10,000 loss? It recovered all the way back to 40,000. So it's not bad. Not bad at all. But that's it, y'all. I just wanted to chill with y'all, fuck with y'all, let y'all know what's going on in the markets.